Hi, this is Gina with Creative Geniuses Art Program. Today we have a really fun, silly lesson called Silly Straws. The medium, or what kind of art it's going to be, is a painting, a watercolor painting, and we'll be doing a little bit of drawing with some colored pencils or some crayon. The ages is about 3 to adult, so pretty much anybody, and the time can take you anywhere from 30 minutes to maybe an hour or maybe even longer, depending on how long you want to work and how much time invested you want to put into it. Our goals, or what we're going to try to achieve today, is we're going to be observing real life objects, our silly straws, to help us draw. We're going to be drawing in crayon or colored pencil, a variety of lines, so we can make a composition or a picture of silly straws. Depending on your skill level, you might do some overlapping to create the illusion of depth or space. And we'll also be using our watercolors in washes or layers to create levels of intensity of color, so brightness of color. Lots of art skills here. You will need an art kit or materials and supplies needed to complete today's lesson. So, in your art kit, you should have a lesson plan. You will also need to have some scrap paper and a colored pencil or crayon. You will see a bunch of colorful silly straws, which are lines in all different directions and kinds. You will need a piece of watercolor paper, watercolor paints, perhaps some brushes, a variety like a round head brush and a flat head brush. And also you need a cup of water and a paper towel or a napkin. In your art kit, you have some silly straws. What makes these different than regular straws? What adjectives would you use to describe the straws in your art kit? What kinds of lines are they? Are they wavy, squiggly straight? How would you describe them? You can use your body to mimic the lines, to get a feel for the lines. Use your body to show the different straws and the adjectives that you just used to describe. Stand up tall. Move your body into a squiggle. Can you become a zigzag? How many different kinds of silly straws or lines can you make your body do? Draw on paper or sketch all the lines you made with your body. You can also use your finger in the air to draw the lines and get a feel for the different kinds of lines. Use your finger in the air to draw or paint imaginary squiggles, wiggles, and lines. And then go ahead and draw those lines that you made on your sketch paper. Can you free draw some new lines from your imagination? Can you come up with 6 different lines? Here's a challenge. Come up with 10 varieties of lines. Use your imaginations or look around your house. For older students or students that are more advanced, take your straws and lay them in an arrangement on the table. You can even put some on top of each other. Now draw what you see. So now we're ready to get our watercolor paper out. Imagine a warm spring day. The sun is shining and you have a fresh glass of lemonade. Wouldn't it be fun to sit relaxing, sipping from your silly straw? Imagine that. Today we will be making watercolor painting of silly straws. We'll be using our observations in real life to draw a variety of lines in crayon or colored pencil. We will compose or arrange our picture and use washes or layers of watercolor to make our picture bright and create a mood of fun. The paper provided in your art kit is watercolor paper. It is a cloth that it is pressed or pushed down flat. It holds the water and color of the paint. Place your straws in front of you laid down, or another idea is to prop them up maybe standing in a clear cup. Use your finger or eye to move along the lines and draw these lines on your paper using crayon or colored pencil. Preschoolers or beginners, you can draw one line to make up the straw. Thicken it by tracing or going back and forth over repeatedly. Kindergarten or intermediate, you can draw two side lines, like side by side, to create a straw with width to paint inside. Grade 3 and up or more advanced students, you may want to use regular pencil first because it erases. Draw two lines to represent each side of the straw. Try overlapping or draw one straw on top of another. Erase the pencil marks where one straw goes in from or behind the other. This creates the look of depth. Create the straws you see in front of you, and you can also add some from your imagination. You will now use your watercolor paints. You will use water first to activate the paint. It won't work without water. Dip the brush lightly in the water, and then you're going to do a tap on the side of the cup so any excess water will get away from your brush. Swirl your brush in the paint on its tippy toes like a ballerina and glide it over your watercolor paper gracefully. Pressing hard on the brush will ruin the hairs on the brush. Preschool can color anywhere on the page, and the crayon lines will resist the paint. Intermediate and advanced students will go a little slower with craft and care as they try to color inside the thinner lines of the straws and then color the background. Watercolors need washes or layers painted to be bright in color. Paint one at a time, let it dry a little, and then paint over again. For more washes, the brighter the color will become, the more intense the colors will become. Complete the painting by filling in all the white space, then set aside to dry. Once these paintings are dry, they make fun, bright art for your wall, or they can be made into a card to send to somebody in the mail. Here's an idea. Use your painting as a card or letter to send to a family member or friend. Write a letter telling them some activities you look forward to doing next time you see them. After your art, or maybe during a break, don't forget to check out the artists listed under the Resources section on the first page of this lesson plan. See how the artist made lines, how they overlapped, and how they use intensity of colors in their artwork. Creative geniuses and other students would love to see your artwork you made today. Email pictures to gina@wearecreativegeniuses.com, or adults can post on our Facebook page. We will have a gallery night art show every Friday evening during our program time on our social media and website. It is so fun to share and view each other's masterpieces. Great job today. I hope you had fun. Bye.